Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And as of Tuesday morning on October 31st, when we're recording this video, SAG-AFTRA and AMPTP have not yet reached a deal, and they're apparently far apart on key issues.
Well, they must think it's going to last a few more days, because if we scroll down here in a minute, there are some tweets they put, or some things they put out that you can do to show support, and it goes for like till Friday.
Don't wear Halloween costumes of Wolverine, Deadpool, or any other IP themed.
Yes, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But they have suggestions all week to help your strike team.
Oh, okay. I think at this point they just need to get this thing finished because what's going to happen if they don't? And some people might be like, "Oh, please don't get this finished."
Well, according to some celebrities, they can do this all year.
They can do it all year, according to Fran Drescher. If they don't get this put to bed, apparently there's not going to be a fall TV season next year, and they're talking
next year. I was like, it couldn't be for this year.
Yeah, and January is when they would resume the talks. They basically would take off like 2 months for the holidays.
Well, they already pushed a bunch of movies back from Disney, and other studios are going to probably push it back even further. We know other studios are actually. So it's just getting worse and worse by the day.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, again, they had a pretty good deal last time. They wanted that levy. That seemed to be the straw that broke the camel's back, and they're still far apart on issues. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Quickly, check out Shadowbinders Volume 3 funding. Yeah, it's now funding. Thank you very much. On shopclownfish.com. We're doing this instead of Indiegogo because of shenanigans with Indiegogo that pushed our other campaign back. And so this will be coming out next summer. So check it out, shopclownfish.com. I'll put a link in the description, in the comments as well. This is coming from, again, this is late last night, deadline far apart on key issues. SAG-AFTRA sets Halloween talks with the studios update. They said they're going to meet in person today on Tuesday. Now it is early in the morning in California, so they probably haven't met yet. But they said they worked independently. That would have been Monday. They'll be meeting with AMPTP on Tuesday. Of course, there's a twist. So everybody's like, "Oh, guys, this is going to be fine." They've been saying that for weeks.
Yes, they keep saying, "Oh, it's almost there."
They
apparently went in to sign, and then Drescher and crew dropped the whole, "We want 59 cents or $1, whichever person you ask." Levy.
Yeah, the levy, the streaming tax. Well, talks over the past week have been productive. We remain far apart on key issues. SAG-AFTRA concluded, once again asking for their 160,000 strong membership to show up on the picket lines, raise your voices at rallies across the country, and take to social media over successive days. Now, they parodied.
It's almost done.
It's almost done, yeah. They parodied Fran Drescher and SAG-AFTRA on Saturday Night Live, and they would have had WGA writers.
Yeah, someone pointed that out. Yeah,
writing that. Yeah, somebody in our comments, and I forget who it was. So sorry about that. Yeah,
very, very good point.
It was a very good point that they were using WGA writers. So how quickly what happened to the solidarity, right? You're all like, nobody's supposed to work until everybody gets to go back to work.
So when I said, well, how come the Saturday Night Live actors can still work?
They might be under a different deal because of it being a live sketch show.
I don't know. But go back up to these posts. So they put this out, right? Let's take to the feeds and show everyone what it looks like to be SAG-AFTRA strong, guys. Starting tomorrow, use these daily prompts to share your pride. So today on Halloween, don't post a picture of your costume. Remember, they're always watching. Post a picture of yourself wearing SAG-AFTRA gear, hats, shirts, buttons, bags, and more. The spookier, they said spookier.
Spooky.
Canceled, racist, the merrier. Wednesday, November 1st, show the negotiating committee some love. Okay. Record a video or post or a picture and send a message of support. So don't tell them what you really think. Just send them messages of support to the negotiating committee. On Thursday, November 2nd, flex those creative muscles, make your own homemade strike sign and post a picture with it. Make sure you use the hashtags, guys. And on Friday, November 3rd, speak from the heart. Send a message of support to the SAG-AFTRA members.
Oh, my God.
Record a video or post a picture. Make sure to include the SAG-AFTRA Strong Challenge in the caption.
I am wondering if we're going to have some below-the-line workers misusing that hashtag. Like, here's a picture of us moving out of our house using hashtag SAG-AFTRA Strong Challenge with the family carrying their boxes out of their house.
But on their boxes, it's like, His strike stuff on it or whatever.
It's got...
I'm just like, put all your strike stuff in a trash can with the hashtag. No,
Oh
it's funny. So they're expecting it fully to go obviously past today.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying on one hand, oh, it's probably going to be today, but then they're saying on the other hand, you know what? Probably not.
Yeah, several days. Friday. Now this is what they wrote previously before the update. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of common ground, and we're building on that. Studio Source said details still have to be determined, but we're heading in the right direction. Then after that, they're like, oh no, we're still way apart. Yeah. And then they had to regroup for a day on Monday, and they were talking over the weekend.
Yes.
And they had to regroup for a day on Monday, and I'm sure Fran Drescher's not real happy with that SNL skit. And now they're like, oh yeah, we're still pretty far apart.
Well, it says here, anyone who tells you it's a done deal just doesn't know what's really going on.
Yeah, that doesn't sound... What happened to this? Like, yes, we won. They're going to buckle. We're there, guys. Because the studios have already said, or somebody that was an insider with the studios have already said that if they don't put this to bed within the next like week or so, they're going to just table it until January.
I mean, we don't know if that's true or not, but you know.
Well, there's no benefit on their end because usually the holidays, I mean, everything's upended during the holidays.
Everybody
anyway.
takes off for weeks or whatever.
Yeah, some people take off a month. You know, they'll take all of this December off. I mean, I know,
must be nice.
Yeah, it must be nice, right? But I know,
including holidays.
But like, when you do business, I never could get a hold of anybody throughout December.
That's true. You'd be like, well, they're off for 2 weeks through the new year and everything else. Like, how the heck they have so much time off? Okay, go. I guess good for them if they can do it. So yeah, this is all going on, and basically the two things that are the contention, from my understanding, is the AI. They want more protections for AI for actors, which I don't disagree with. Yeah. And the other one is the stupid levy and the residuals and the levy, is from my understanding.
When the levy breaks.
Yeah, well, the levy thing, and I guess I think it was later in this article, they said that the studios were offering 7% for residuals. I think it's if you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, the last proposal offered a 7% increase in minimum. SAG-AFTRA wanted a comprehensive counter that was 9%, but that's because they're agreeing to go down from 11%.
I mean, this is what's so weird about this, and I do understand there has to be frustration when you're looking at how much money these streamers were making during the pandemic. Okay, they're not making as much money as they were before. They were cutting shows before, they were firing people before the strikes. And again, you don't ask dad for something expensive when he just lost his job, when you're downsizing. It's a really bad time to ask. If you want to get personally, I'd be like, take the deal they're offering. It's a 3-year deal. And then spend the next 3 years coming up with a damn good reason as to why you should get more.
Yeah, make everything do better. And then they can't say no.
Put out some damn good shows over the next 3 years. And get their numbers up, get the studio's numbers up, because all they care about is what's in it for them.
Here's a hint. Think about, what do audiences actually want to watch? Not what does Twitter tell me audiences actually want to watch? Not what do my activist friends tell me that audiences want to watch? Go back to, what do audiences actually like? And go from there.
Yeah, I think what happened was they basically were letting Twitter and social media and activists that are terminally online determine the trajectory of their content spend, and it's bit them in the ass for years. And here we are. Like, we put out a bunch of shows that nobody watched. We spent a lot of money. We brought people in that caused problems on social media, and now we have to walk some of that back. And they're probably secretly thankful for the strikes because they're like, we saved a lot of money this year. We saved so much money this year, and we're going to save more because we can cut this stuff loose. They might even be like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we want to cancel. You know what? We're just going to push this back till January.
Why did they already have been canceling a bunch of stuff? I mean, it's over 100 days now. They've been.
Yeah.
We know they've been.
Yeah.
So they've already got all that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just think it's funny because they're like, oh, it's not over yet. All week, here's our prompts for what you do to show support.
There you go, guys. Show support for these poor, starving actors. And actually the people that need the support are the people that were, again, affected, that didn't have a dog in this fight.
Or the ones that, the ones that are like the lower end actors who aren't, supposedly they're doing it for, while all the ones that are fine sign things saying, we can do this for a year.
Yeah, we can go on forever. I could do this all day. I'm like, well, I'm sure you can because you get nanny residuals, You're probably making money off of nanny Blu-ray sets and streaming forever.
Well, here we go. We're at the first comment. Enough. SAG has a responsibility to all the people it's been keeping out of work as well. Their actors have received tons of waivers, so many of them are still working. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
While people not even in the guild are still being prevented from working and supporting their families. There is something very wrong with this picture. It's time to make a deal. Stop the suffering. Interestingly enough, that new Hunger Games
I was going to mention
an interim waiver that the celebrities can go out and promote the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. This person, SAG and WGA, have ruined countless lives for marginal gains, I'm assuming. We see you dummies. Make a deal. I'm begging you. Even the UAW settled. That would be the auto workers, right? Mm-hmm. This is tiresome. This isn't rocket science. This shouldn't be taken so long away. I forgot there are lawyers involved.
Yeah, that's what's going on. A lot of lawyers.
So a lot of people are just tired of it. They're running out of support, I think, from their own members, and I'm wondering.
Well, the members are turning on each other too because people were wearing costumes that were like not supposed to be allowed to wear, and other members are calling them out publicly for wearing costumes and stuff. They're fighting each other now. Yeah,
it's going to get messy, and I think especially next year because I think IATSE was going to.
IATSE is next year, and so I think Animators is next year too.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when people do go back to work, how some of these actors or people that are associated with the negotiations are treated, because it might be that there are some axes to grind. Again, if you lost your house because these people couldn't put a deal to bed when they're making significantly more money than you are anyway, before the negotiation, you're going to be a little pissed.
I'm sorry, the picture always amuses me. They're all facing forward except for Ted Sarandos. He's looking over his shoulder like, ooh, you know? I'm sorry, it is funny to me. We keep using this picture. It makes me laugh every time because I don't know. I'm easily entertained, I guess.
He's afraid of the activists. The activists
he's like,
are going
cold
to throw rocks
shoulder,
at him.
bitches, cold shoulders.
Cold shoulder.
I can't.
Ted Sarandos don't give a shit.
Anyway,
it looks like Zaslav is whispering in his ear.
Like, tell him to fuck off.
Fire him. Fire him, Ted. Fire them all.
Cancel it all.
Take the right down, Ted.
You can do it. Anyway, are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.